Hi, I'm Kate, and I'm 13 years old. I'm currently in 7th grade at Glow Academy, which is where I started getting involved with YSA a couple months ago. I really enjoy environmental science because through this lens, we can make new ways of making the world and our planet a better place. I'm not sure what I'll be doing in the future, but I know that the foundations that are taught at YSA will help me achieve my ambitions. As part of the youth community in Wilmington, I know that lots of kids would appreciate having available green space to exercise, connect to nature, and for community engagement. As Wilmington expands, we see increasing amounts of existing green space being deforested and converted into infrastructure like houses and industrial buildings. But why is urban sustainability important? Sustainability is the goal of people safely coexisting on the earth as it is naturally meant to be over a long period of time. Today we will mainly address the topic of green space, which is incredibly important. The creation of green space by adding plants and vegetation when planning sustainable infrastructure allows for greater photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process of plants using carbon dioxide, sunlight, and water and turning them into energy and the oxygen that we breathe. This process will be an essential part of reversing climate change. Over the past few years at YSA, my friends and peers have been hard at work collaborating on multiple coding and data STEM projects in the Cape Fear region. These focus on environmental and climate change issues. One project I will elaborate on today is our Green Space Research Initiative conducted last year. In this project, we evaluated the percentage of green space in New Hanover County. Our team took digital pictures of Wilmington using Google Earth, and they used the Python code to calculate the area of all concrete using the digital color signatures every pixel contained. So who has a phone with them? Computer? Have you thought about how a digital image found there is formed? Sounds like a complicated question, but it's actually pretty simple. Each pixel color is determined by a digital combination of red, green, and blue colors, or RGB. From this, we learned that concrete color is in a specific color range. They could then figure out how much of the image is concrete, and the same for green space colors. In the photo shown, the entirety of the concrete space has been converted so that white pixels mirror concrete. This picture is one of the many 1 kilometer squared sections we took of local areas. We used all of these blocks to generate a green space map. This was done in about 20 lines of code and not a penny was spent. Crazy. Our results are as follows. On this map, green space coverage in the county is shown with the darker shades of green representing higher coverage of green space and vice versa. This display proves that green space areas are uneven throughout the Cape Fear. There are 3 main areas I would like to call attention to. 1, the downtown area, where we are very happy to have you join us today. Downtown has nearly 90% of the area concreted, making downtown even hotter in the summer. 2, the industrial passage that goes from the ports to South College Road, also mainly concrete. And 3, being the borders of our map with higher levels of green space, mostly containing wetlands that are rapidly being turned into houses and new development. The amount of concrete versus green space can also have an influence on the other issues such as urban nuisance flooding. As you can see in this map, areas of high concrete correlates to areas of nuisance flooding. We can discuss this more in the panel discussion. In addition, my friends at YSA have started taking measurements using a gas analyzer in our lab to measure the amount of carbon dioxide taken up by plants. We are hoping to release this project this summer with the goal of making a carbon capture map for Wilmington, similar to the green space map. Wilmington is a city quickly increasing its growth, but we are missing opportunities for sustainability. Think rooftops. Rooftops offer tons of space for solar panels. These work just like the plants I mentioned earlier. They use the sun for warmth and food, things key to their survival. Solar panels draw in UV rays and turn them into sustainable energy. This is another project currently being worked on by my peers at YSA. Thank you for your time and attention, and next Zamir will talk about our Venus flytrap project.